So CWA folks were in Piscataway today, meeting with some of their legislators about some of Chris Christie's anti-worker toolkit proposals. Could you introduce yourselves and tell us where you work, starting over here?
Leslie Dominguez Rodriguez, and I work for the Middlesex County Board of Social Services.
And what local are you from?
Local 1082, Communication Workers of America.
Great.
I'm Kevin Crawley. I'm a staff representative with CWA 1037 out in Newark, New Jersey.
My name is Lydia Diaz, CWA 1037. I work out of the office in Freehold for Department of Labor, and I'm a shop steward.
Elsie Isaacson, I'm a CWA 1082. I work out of Middlesex County Social Services.
Great. So Kevin, would you tell us what just went on here and what y'all did?
Sure. We just had a meeting with Senator Smith of the 17th Legislative District here about concerns that CWA members have with the toolkit and with the what is going on in the legislature. And we had a chance to speak frankly with him about our concerns, and I'll let everyone speak about what they talked to him about.
Okay. So Lydia, will you tell us one issue you brought up with the senator and kind of what he said?
I specifically brought up the bill regarding the furloughs. I did explain how, the furloughs did reduce our salary, and it was a hardship financially, and also how we were able to negotiate the furlough days, and there really, is no need to have a bill out there when we successfully negotiated a contract and an agreement, because we knew the economics, the economy was bad, and we were willing to do our share, and we did. And I'm still a little hopeful that he took to heart what we were saying to him today. He did say there were some bills that were squashed, but he didn't specifically say the bills that I spoke about regarding the furlough. But I'm hopeful that he will take into consideration of what I spoke with him today.
So you brought up with him the proposal that would allow management to just furlough workers just anytime they want, basically.
Yes, I did,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I think that we have a union, and we successfully negotiated the furloughs prior, and it worked. And there's no need to fix it when we're able to negotiate and resolve that issue.
Great. Elsie, will you tell us maybe an issue you brought up with the senator and what he said?
We talked also about furlough as well. It did not affect our agency because we work for Middlesex County Social Services, but we just had negotiated a contract. Our contract, flat out, our prescription plans were increased, as well as not hiring. All retirees are not being replaced at all, so they're only hiring entry-level workers. As it is now, we're understaffed. We're an agency that help with food stamps as well as welfare. We get close to 300 to 400 clients a day. We get 600 calls a day in our answering service. So we need to have our agency be fully staffed, but we're making do with what we have right now. Our workers are overworked. We have about 40 workers, including me, that have been in the agency between 35 to 45 years already. So now it's getting to the point that some of us are leaving because we can't keep up with our work, so they retire early. They retired before the 25 years, So we need to hire more people, but because of the budget, we are, we're working at a great speed.
So Leslie, what did Senator Smith say? Where's he at on this stuff?
Well, Senator Smith, actually, he was pretty positive to the point that things can be, we can talk about things. We got to stay close to the bills, stay on top of them as they're coming out and as they're being spoken about. Keep close, make our phone calls, reach out to our senators and assembly, let them know how we feel, maybe come up with some ideas, but work together, because then they know exactly where our pain is at and where our issue is at, and then they can make better educated decisions regarding these bills. He
Okay.
wants us to stay close.
So it's safe to say he doesn't know exactly where they're going with some of these toolkit bills, but they definitely want to hear from their constituents, right?
They definitely do. They're
Okay.
concerned. They're very concerned. They know it's going to be a hardship to the people in the state of New Jersey, and they want us to stay real close. They're
Okay.
not closing the doors on us, and people need to listen. So they want us to stay close.
Great. So I don't know if you guys all saw this, but Chris Christie is saying that you guys are the fat cats in New Jersey, and that you make all the money, and everybody else kind of suffers because of you guys. So whose yacht can we have a party on this weekend?
Let him come work one day in our office. Let him come work one full day in our office, then come home and live my life one day or a week, and let him think that we're fat cats.
All right. Anybody else? Can I come party on your yacht this weekend?
No yachts, but that is something that we discussed with the senator, that the governor and some people seem to be using these examples of extremely wealthy people who are given extreme benefits, and using that as a tool to take away the benefits of people who are just ordinary working people that are barely getting by. And it's just not, it's not the right thing to do, and we need his help and the help of all the legislators to fight this. Members too need to contact the legislators. Members and non-members, all people should be contacting the legislator, telling them how they feel about these bills that are stripping away civil service rights and other things in the name of balancing the budget. That it's just not right to do it to people who are the hard-working people that make this state run.
Okay. So that means nobody's taking their limo home? Is that? Okay.
My plane.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.